Hello, families of our lovely pre-K students. Today I wanted to discuss with you all about phonological and phonemic awareness. So you may be wondering, what did you just say? Honestly, I don't even know what I just said. Just kidding. Phonological awareness is the foundation for learning to read. It's the ability to recognize and work with sounds in spoken language. Some children have a hard time with this, and some children it comes naturally for. Phonemic awareness is the ability to identify and manipulate individual sounds, so phonemes, I think. I think that's how you say it. In spoken words. So we know that a student's skill in phonological awareness is a good predictor of later reading successes or difficulties. Phonological and phonemic awareness relate to literacy development in young children in many ways. So phonological awareness is one of the strongest predictators of reading success, like I just stated. In other words, students are going to have a very difficult time learning and implementing phonics in reading if they don't already have a phonological awareness. Without adequate levels of phonem level awareness, children do not understand how to print works, and that can ultimately end up them failing in deploying phonics that the teachers have provided. Phonological awareness, particularly at the phonem level, have a direct role in many components of literacy development, which those include like decoding and spelling. So now we're going to jump into kind of like why early literacy is so important. So early literacy is important because children get introduced to reading early, and they get to excel more in school compared to other children who were not yet exposed to language and books at such a young age. Reading, rhyming, singing, and talking, which beginning from birth, are profoundly influencing literacy and language development. So the foundations of all other learning. More than 1 in 3 American children start kindergarten without the skills that they need to learn to read. Developing early literacy skills makes it easier for children to learn to read. Children who enter school with those skills obviously have an advantage that carries them throughout school at a higher level than most. More than 1 in 3 American children enter kindergarten without the skills they need to learn to read. And we believe that reading is an essential skill for success in school and later on in life. It's the beginning of pretty much everything, and it's something that's very important that you need no matter what you're doing. So thinking about some activities that we as a class or students could get together in order to teach the different literacy skills that we are implementing. Those skills include print concepts, letter naming, vocabulary, phonological awareness, listening, speaking, and comprehension. So I came up with a few different ideas for each of these different skills. So for print concepts, I would have the kids cut out letters and help them put the letters together to make their name. Letter naming, I would do an IPSY activity, and students would have to search for hidden letters and name them. For vocabulary, I would draw a picture of a vocabulary word and have them tell me what the picture is with that vocabulary word. Phonological awareness, I would hold up flashcards of alphabet letters, and students would have to tell me or their group that they're in the sounds of the letters that are being held up. For listening, I would give the students directions to do something and see if they can complete it. Literally anything, big, small, whatever. For the speaking skill, I would share opinions about different categories. So you could either get in a group or we could do this as a whole class. Just start naming off things and sharing our opinions about those different categories. And for comprehension, your student or I would read a sentence and then also answer the comprehension questions that go along with that sentence. There's a lot of different testings that do that. I know there's like comprehension tests and everything that are really important for students to know. So if you have any other questions, you can email me or contact me via phone. I'd love to chat about this if you have any more questions.